I tend to focus on the efficiency we can generate when I'm talking about how to expand our program. The results are good. I always quote raw numbers. I worked with Chris actually a few years ago on how to develop KPIs for my program.
Good blog, by the way. You should check out that
I'll,
blog. It actually does pretty well.
I'll check that out. And I put some numbers together that seemed to work consistently no matter what was being tested, no matter what industry sector we were working in. And so I tend to rely on the KPIs, which is just raw numbers for the most part. I don't have to add a lot of context. I can just say, here's how many bugs we identified. Here's how many features got requested. Here are the number of teams we support. And here's the average feedback per user that gets submitted. So I kind of track those, and those are all project agnostic. You can kind of get a good idea of the value of the program regardless of what's being said with that feedback or what product is being tested. Those are kind of universal values. So I take those numbers and I go to new teams and I say, like, here's what we're generating in transportation. What would this mean to your business if you got this in, our geospatial division or our agriculture division? Trimble does that too. We do tractors and tractor automation. And that story is usually pretty compelling to people. And then the time saving story, and then the connection, the other story that helps with people is just giving them a structured way to do this. There's so much, not randomness, but people just kind of grabbing at any way to get connection with their users. And most of those people don't have time to really devote to it. And I offer that. I come in and I offer, like, this is our whole gig. This is all we do. We have a structure. We have a program. We have home pages, landing pages, feedback forms. We have structured ways for you to get this feedback and engagement from your users without investing a ton of time. And that usually wins the argument. Like, there usually is no argument. It's usually like, yes, this makes sense when. Can we start this 6 months ago? I've heard multiple people at Trimble say, like, I've been like, okay, here's the project. When do you want to start? And they say, can we start 6 months ago? So everyone wants to start tomorrow. And I'm trying to get everyone started at the same time, but there's a tremendous demand just for the structure. I think people just crave a way to reliably, repeatably, professionally engage with their users. That isn't like just calling random customers to see what their impression of the product is.